and we don't want that confusing your spectrum. So we're going to subtract that out by collecting the background. The software is called Omnic. If the software wasn't open, you just double click on that Omnic software. So say you walk up, the computer, it's not up. Just double click on Omnic, boom, it pops up. It's going to say, well, what experiment do you want? Take this one that says Smart ITR, Diamond ATR, and then say OK. And if you forget, it's right here.
Oh.
Right? So that's got to match that. If those don't match, you're going to get lousy data. Okay. So now we got the software open, we got the right experiment going, and now we're going to collect the background because we don't want carbon dioxide and water vapor screwing up our experiment. So we go up to this icon that says call BKG, collect background, and we're just going to double click on that. I'm sorry, single click on that. And you get a choice. It says background, please prepare to collect background. As long as that diamond, that's the diamond, is clean and clear, we can say okay. And now you just wait, and that's your progress bar down there. And spectrum comes up, but it's not done yet. Wait for all 8 scans to be done. Boom. And it'll ask you if you want to add this to window 1. The answer is actually no, because you don't want this printed over your actual spectrum.
All right.
This is just for the computer to know what the background is. So say no, I don't want that. Now you're going to do your sample. I'm going to roll the chair over here, watch your feet. And you're going to use a clean capillary tube. I'm just going to grab this one because I'll reuse it for each demo. And you're going to have a little FTIR vial. Someone left theirs.
Oh, I think that's fine. I grabbed
It's
one.
okay.
Yeah.
It's all right, just as long as you know where your sample is. And you can just touch this into your sample. You'll touch it into your vial, and it'll draw into here. This elephant trunk draws away vapors, so some of you are going to have really stinky samples. Work with it over there. And then just touch this right there, you know, just like if you had like a little bit of soda in your straw, it'll just run right out. And then we'll put that over there. And now we have liquid on there. I put that cover slip on there with the O-ring just to keep it from evaporating away. Excuse my feet. And let's go ahead and collect the sample. I click collect sample. It'll give you some date and time, and you can just say, yeah, it's good enough. And it'll ask you to confirm. Prepare the sample. It's done. Say okay. We're going to wait for 8 scans again. Ooh.
Is that alcohol?
That's alcohol.
Yay, kind of sort of.
Yeah, good job. And yes, we do want to add this one to window 1. But you'll notice that this is reading out an absorbance, and usually we like to work in transmittance. Absorbance is concentration proportionate, but we'd rather work in transmits and do energy proportionate. So I'm going to go Control T. And the other way to do that is you can just go to this process view and you see if you like it absorbance, Control A, and if you want it transmittance, Control T. You're almost always going to want transmittance. Okay, now you don't want to leave your sample sitting on the diamond for a really long time. Some of your samples are corrosive and nasty. They could break down the epoxy holding the diamond in place. So you'll wipe it up. And so this paper towel for your unknown is probably going to be all stinky and weird. And so you pitch it there. And then you got to wash it a little more. And you can wash either with 1 or 2 propanol, whatever works better. Sometimes 1 propanol works better with oily stuff. The 2 propanol, that's just, you know, isopropanol. It works great with almost everything. And you'll wipe it down, and that's evaporating. Now, if there's a long line of people waiting to work, the second person in line, if they're nice, they can clean that up while you get your, and then everything goes a little faster. You know, you have a line of people. Okay, so now you have your spectrum and you want to find out what are the wave number values for where energy is being absorbed. So you could go over here to this tool called Find Peaks. And you just click on that and you get this little bar. And anything below the bar, it'll give you a wave number value. And so I just click a little higher on there until I'm like, gee, well maybe I want those little guys. That might tell me something. And go a little higher. So go as high as you want. When you have it the way you like it, go over here where it says replace. upper. It says replace. And now, oh, well, I got my numbers, but now some of my stuff's not on scale. Well, what I need to do is I need to view this in full scale. And if you go view full scale, it's Control F. So you can do it with the mouse or you can do it with the command key. I just do Control T, Control F, but you'll get used to it. But if you forget, you can always go to the menu bar and find it there. So now when I did Control F, all my numbers are on screen. So now it's looking pretty. Now we can make it look pro by annotating it using this text tool. So there's a little T for text. It says annotation tool. You click on that, now your cursor has a T by it. I can go up here and I can say unknown number 1 or whatever it is, and I can say my name, or whatever you want, blah, blah, blah. You can type tons of stuff. And then it's ready to, just about ready to print. Take the text tool out, take it back into cursor mode by clicking on the arrow. Now the text tool goes away. Thank you for doing that. Now it's ready to print. If I did want to print it, I would click on that print icon and I'd click print, and I'd get a spectrum over there at the printer, but I don't want to print this, so I'm not gonna. Now you know how to run this. Don't leave this chemical sitting on the diamond for a long time. You'll notice in a little cheat sheet I wrote there.
Oh.
As soon as you get your data, go ahead and take your sample off of that. You can do all the window dressing and make it
After,
pretty
yeah.
after.
And someone else can get it.
Yeah, that way it lasts longer. We've already had 2 failures in the last year and a half, and it's because people are rough on it. So be gentle.
So are we like emailing this to ourselves or what?
It's just old school print.
Oh, print it
If you
out.
were
Okay.
dying to email it to yourself, you could. You could steal an image. It might even be
Okay.
easier just to snap it with your phone. But yeah, you could. If you depends. You know, if there's
Okay.
a lot of people waiting in line,
Mm-hmm.
that you're just dying to have, you could save the file, but I'd rather people not save files. Right? You can save files. It'll come up in some oddball format like SPA.
Right.
But usually all you need to do is just print it out. And you're good.
Okay.
But if